Hello, I'm Jeremy Gray, and this is The Kevin Wilson Show. Coach, your team took on one of the storied programs in the history of the sport, one of the toughest environments in the sport, and went toe-to-toe with Ohio State and had a shot to win at the end of that game.
We made some strides, played with some energy. I thought we took a little bit of our fight to our opponent for a change. Same time, Jeremy, we still, we had some critical mistakes. Some critical plays defensively where we just didn't, fit some runs properly and make some tackles offensively. Several mistakes that just ended some drives. So, we had a great opportunity to actually get a good win and made some strides, but still weren't good enough to get it done. That's disappointing.
Now let's take a look at the highlights in that opening drive. Team got off to a great start. Stephen Houston, Trey Roberson getting it started for the Hoosiers.
Yeah, we started, good field position. They kicked it out of bounds, so you got to take advantage of that, which we did. Had a 10-play drive here. Stephen, first couple plays here, inside run and outside run for 1st and 10, cross midfield. Got a little fly action there to Kofi Hughes, and they kind of took the stretch, so Trey's kind of reading that. Trey Roberson there takes it inside, so we're down inside the 35. Third down conversion here, a little slant against man-free, competitive play. Jamon Chester coming up with the catch there to keep the chains moving. And here's the third down deal. We're reading that deal. Same play where Trey pulled it, didn't pull that one, didn't get the third down. I think if he'd have kept that one, he got it, but we did settle for a field goal. Mitchell will come out to get us up 3-0 on the opening drive.
And that kind of fed the defense. Good stop right away for the defense.
They got a first down. We had a face mask play one. This is play 2. Good job right there stopping the run. They come back here. Little play action. We got a little inside blitz. They get a post shot. Great job here. Jeff Thomas gets cut, gets back up. Bobby Richardson causing the fumble. Jeff Thomas getting the fumble. So now second drive. Jeremy's second time with great field position. Take advantage of it, and we're able to this drive.
Yeah, Trey Roberson and crew really made them pay here.
Little fake the bubble action, a little slant behind it to Kofi Hughes for first down.
And Trey also getting it done with his feet throughout the day.
Third down, Trey had 90-some yards. That's a third down, quarterback draw, almost scored right there, got it inside the 5. So we're 1st and goal in the 5. Come out in the variation of a wildcat with Stephen Houston. Hits it up inside for a nice opening drive or second drive touchdown. 10-0, looking good first 2 drives.
And then Ohio State, to their credit, they got a big play and were able to strike back.
2nd and 12 here after a penalty. They run a quarterback draw. Our safety gets caught up in fitting it wrong inside. Then we missed 2 tackles there in the perimeter. Braxton Miller, a very good player, takes it to the house for a touchdown. So it's 10-7.
10-7, but then Ohio State was able to manufacture another drive to make it competitive, but some good work on the defense from time to time here.
Chase Hubler coming up there. Chase, a nice tackle there on the run and coming off the edge on a blitz, on a boot, both him and Jeff Thomas. Nice play. Chase from Ohio, from Orville. One of our leading tacklers did a great job. Got us on 3rd and long here, playing man coverage, and we get beat inside with no inside help. Just kind of poor technique, poor fundamentals. Come back again here, and we are in man coverage, and we bust, and our person assigned to their fullback does not cover him. So 2 critical plays to let them continue their drive. Now in the second quarter, same drive. Nice sack here by Bobby Richardson. Who was that there? McMinster in on it as well. So they kick a field goal, making it 10-10. Another missed tackle right there by our safety. Good run by Boone Heron. But again, too long a run. I think we gave up 400 yards to Jeremy in about 7 plays, about 260 or 70 yards up on 7 big plays.
But then the defense got stout when it needed to, holding him to a field goal after that big play.
Nice job, Alex Webb, Chase Hubler coming up there to stop that thing. And we get him here on, I think this is 3rd down coming up right here. They throw a swing route. Nice job by Jeff Thomas out in open space right there on 3rd and 2 to 3 to hold him to a field goal.
After taking a haymaker from Ohio State, Indiana able to move the ball downfield, get some points on the board, stay even with them.
Yeah, it'd been nice to get this into 7. We come up a little bit short down here and didn't execute cleanly. Nice 3rd down conversion there on a little mesh crossing route to Jay McCants, an Ohio native, a freshman from Cincinnati. Come back on play action here. Hit it over top, post route right there to Kofi Hughes. Interference on the play, but great job. Kofi had 140 yards, I think 8 catches, a few plays in a wildcat. So good game for Kofi. Nice tackle here by Chase Hubler, open space, not letting Heron, their running back, get out. So another good tackle by Chase Hubler.
And throughout the day, Indiana got pressure on the quarterback. caused him into some bad decisions, game-high sacks for the year.
Yeah, we just got him some third downs. You just saw it there. Kenny Mullen and some coverage gets tangled up on third down and an interference call. We got him stopped. We had several third and longs a couple times, and there was one on penalty where we let him off the hook, and we got to shore that up. Here's a nice third down, almost an interception by Mark Murphy. We were able to stop him. We go into halftime tied at 13 apiece.
So then it comes out in the second half, and again, a back-and-forth ball game. It was anybody's ball game here.
They opened up with a good run. They did turn it over for us, and on the 1 yard line, we couldn't do anything with it. Jeremy gave it back to him. Here we are again pursuing the quarterback, Larry Black, on a nice sack. So our whole defensive line right there. So great effort by us here. Again, play action. Here's the interception by Alex Webb. Bang. This is their opening drive, after a long run. Got the ball in the 1. We punch it out to the 5 with Jeremy and kick it right back to them. Give them the ball in the 45. They had a nice play. This is, I believe, their touchdown run here with Boone Heron. Again, poor angle by our safety there. Should be a 2-3 yard play if we just fit it up properly. We let them out, and young man takes it to the end zone. So we're sitting at 2013. We do answer. Crossing route. Kofi Hughes over the middle. Cross midfield right here. A 3-back set. Little play action shot. Trey takes off running this one. Nice job. You see he's got good speed against their defense running around him. Gets a first down. We're in that 4-down territory now. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's a little 3rd down play action. Faking the jet sweep and hitting Kofi down the seam for a touchdown. That knocks it up to 20 all in the 3rd quarter.
Trey really sold that one well.
Yeah, that was a play action deal. We've been running a little bit of that run, sweep action. And again, they take their drive down. Good defense right here. Box them in really good here for our 1st and goal. Coming off the edge, catch them here with a sack. We got them back now 3rd and 20, 3rd and 21 here. And they run quarterback draw. We are blitzing, and a safety actually should be spinning right over top of that to make that tackle unblocked. And we're missing the line. They walk in for a 20-yard touchdown on a run on 3rd and 20.
And then Trey tried to engineer one more drive here.
27-20, got plenty of time here, Jeremy. Worked this thing across midfield. Plenty of time in the ball game. Little run action there with him. Again, we need to make this block here in the perimeter. We get in the end zone. We don't make it. We actually have a good run coming up here, I believe, on this one right here to D'Angelo Roberts. If we just keep running the offensive line, stay on track, I believe we'll block that safety. We had 2 chances to be in the end zone. Didn't get it. This drive here, Jerry bogs down. We get a penalty here on 2nd down and 3. And disappointing not to convert this thing as the drive ends up. So miss a field goal. They come back. Defense, great job blitzing off the edge. Chase Huber once again. So again, we get one more crack at Jeremy. Defense does a nice job rallying. Nice hit on the quarterback here. They don't convert it. They punt to us, but again, didn't finish it off here. We get across midfield. 3rd down, nice conversion on the dig right here to Kofi Hughes. Catching that thing in midfield. Be good to keep our feet and keep going, but we are across midfield. Here we are on 2nd down and 1. We're going to go for it in 4 downs. About 5 minutes to go in the game. Play action route that we don't run the routes properly. Didn't clean it up and had a check down route that didn't get open and should have got out. And Trey, unfortunately, made his worst decision he's made since he's been here. And it wasn't his fault, Jeremy. We didn't run the route right. We had a receiver needed to get out, needed to check it down. He tried to stick something in there. It wasn't in there. Ohio State did milk the clock and get a late score. Kids battled. Same time, had some mistakes. Had a great opportunity. We let off the hook yesterday.
34-20 was the final score. Hoosiers, great effort in Columbus. Now we're going to take a look at what's going on campus with our segment called This is Indiana. Max Dedman has been a stalwart at tight end for the Indiana Hoosiers over the course of his career. And Coach, you're wanting to build this program with kids of character, and Max Dedman certainly fits that mold.
Max has done a great job in our short time here. Max, your 5th year out of Evansville. What high school down there?
Evansville Central.
You guys always in the playoff run, had a great high school career, been here 5 years, playing some tight end through transition of coaching change, but previous staff, kind of similar roles, tight end, H-back, move around, a little bit of fullback. Talk to us about your position, what you've done here at IU.
Just a little bit of everything. No matter what I'm asked to do, I'm always just willing to do it, whether it's blocking or catching some passes or just getting downfield. Whatever's asked, I'm willing to do it, and it's been a fun run.
I always call the tight end position sometimes tight tackle because you actually are more of a blocker. We use you a lot in pass protection, whether it be blitz pickup. Sometimes in pass protection, actually pass blocking the defensive end. Sometimes some of the best rushers in the Big Ten, they give up a sack sometimes. Sometimes everyone thinks it's the O-line, but tight ends were actually part of pass protection. What's going on, correct?
Yeah, we definitely part of the O-line at some points, sticking in there and getting our feet wet in the blocking scheme. So yeah, like I said, whatever's asked to do, we're willing to do it.
Well, again, I've said down the stretch, some guys have played well, especially some of our seniors picking up, and you in particular. And again, everybody thinks when you're playing well on offense or running the ball well, they think of tight end or they think of offensive line. But tight end, you're at the point of attack a lot of times in the run game or backside with those reach blocks. How critical backside when a play's going away from you in college? How critical is that backside reach block on that DN or that defensive tackle?
Yeah, very critical. You never know where the running back's going to end up. Just going to spill out backside, and every block is critical. You never know what player is going to come and make the play. So you definitely have to do your job every play and go to the whistle.
Also, being at tight end, you're used quite a bit through your career, and especially this year in special teams. So that being said, whether it be on the punt team, kickoff return, field goal protection, special teams is a big part of your job. Talk about that real quick.
Definitely, special teams is a critical part of the game. Makes a difference in a lot of the games, and I mean, I've been on pretty much every kick return, kickoff, field goal. Right now, I'm on punt and kickoff return, and I mean, it's high velocity, high energy play, and I mean, it definitely makes a difference throughout the ball game.
Well, Max has been, again, one of our big leaders, done a great job, and he's finishing up this year. We'll be going into education, graduating here this spring. So let's appreciate Max Dedman, what he does for our program.
Now our very own Candace Houck will put Jeff Sims on the Nick's English Hut hot seat.
Welcome back to the hot seat. Today at Nick's English Hut, I'm interviewing Quality Control Director Jeffrey Sims. To the hot seat. You were one of the best junior college coaches in the country. Who were some of your notable players to come out of that program at Fort Scott?
Oh, there's been a lot of big names that came through there. Jason Pierre-Paul, who's the first-round draft pick for the New York Giants. Jaquan Williams actually plays with him now. He was a 6th-round draft pick. Dominique Davis, the starting quarterback at East Carolina. He set that NCAA record with 26 completions a couple weeks ago for East Carolina. And then there's Levante David and Jamarcus Hardwick.
What's on your iPod?
What's on my iPod? That question gets asked every week, and I hear that question to get asked because I'm here. I don't own an iPod.
What are your impressions of Indiana so far?
Indiana, I grew up in St. Louis, and Indiana is very close to St. Louis, and I really didn't know a lot about Indiana. So when I came here, I really didn't know what to expect, and I honestly think it's one of the best places I've ever been. I don't think there's a better school in the country that you could go to get as quality of education, to create the networking that you can, and have as much fun. It's the only place I've ever been that they can turn anything into a 4-day event.
Your wife is getting her PhD. Did she ever draw up any of your diagrams at Fort Scott?
No, but I let her. She's player personnel director. She has a good evaluation of our players. When I was at Fort Scott, we'd have our players eat over at the house every Wednesday night. We'd bring 5 guys over and have dinner on Wednesday nights. And she was very good at dealing with the guys and knowing who was focused on doing the right things and moving in the right direction. So her PhD is going to be in anthropology, so she's really good understanding people and their cultures.
Why are you excited to be a part of Coach Wilson's program?
Most importantly, because he believed in me. And I think when somebody gives you an opportunity and believes that you can do it, I think that's a tremendous responsibility. And Coach Wilson has been successful everywhere he's been. And I would feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to be a part of that. And I have nothing but belief in our program.
When we come back, we'll talk to Coach about the upcoming game against Michigan State on the Kevin Wilson Show. Coach, normally you have just a week to prepare for an opponent. Now you're heading into a game on the road against a very good Michigan State team. 2 weeks. How do you approach a bye week situation?
Well, Jeremy, end of the year, end of the season here. We're not going to overwork our guys. Got some guys a little nicked up, tired, physically, kind of been through a lot of the wars. Same time, we are a young football team, so we need to work definitely in improvement. Had a very good year. Definitely got to play better in all phases of our game. We'll spend a lot of our time on fundamentals, a lot of our time with young guy development, even some guys that maybe haven't even cracked the field yet, and trying to move those guys forward. A little bit of prep for Michigan State or Purdue. We'll do the bulk of those during those game weeks. We'll also use this week as a recruiting week, as a lot of our coaches will be evaluating as we're very much in the thick of our recruiting process.
Our next segment right after the break is going to be behind the scenes. We're going to look at the ping pong tournaments that take place in the locker room. Do you have a choice of the best player on the team?
No, I mean, we kind of filtered. We started that, Jeremy, this year just to get some things going, some fun with the guys. We thought we had a locker room space. We had a foosball, and we've got, the cornhole beanbag thing going in there. We've got a couple ping pong going. Our kids love it. Matter of fact, I've seen guys in full pads with their helmets on playing as soon as practice is over. But there's a lot of guys that having a lot of fun doing it.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we return, you're going to see the ping pong action in full bloom on the Kevin Wilson Show. Where do you stand amongst the ping pong players on the roster? What would you say is your ranking?
Definitely number 3 right now, sitting as we speak.
So you're kind of in that Rafael Nadal on the tennis tour kind of place. You're a contender, but you're not quite the champ. Who is the best ping pong player on the team?
I have to say Ralston.
Who is the football team's top 10? Start with number 1 and work your way down.
You know, it's a tough call these days. Gonna have to go with Ralston Evans as the number 1 contender going into this week's tournament.
Ralston Evans, we've asked no less than 6-7 of your teammates who the best ping pong player is on this football team. And to a man, they say you are the man to beat. What does it feel like to be the Roger Federer of IU football ping pong?
I feel like they put me on the pedestal, but it's some good players on the team. Just like they just feel good when they beat me in. It's good since I ain't playing, just come up and beat them down a couple times in some games in here. So, it's fun knowing that I'm the best.
Now, I know that there are guys on this team that you can kind of cruise, maybe drink some Gatorade with one hand while playing and beating them, but who do you really have to get focused in order to put down? Who are the true challengers? Who are the Rocky Balboas on this team?
I say Kofi Hughes. I kind of call him my protege because he's really the only one that can really beat me in. And David Blackwell, he didn't got after me a couple times. And Coach Hill, the strength coach. So there's a couple people I got to buckle down against and really focus on playing.
You also had a chance to take on Larry Black Jr. How did that match turn out?
It was a very easy match. He's big and he looks physical, and he come with a game face. But when we start the game, it was pretty easy. So I beat him 4 times straight, so it was nothing.
Larry Black Jr., Trey Muhammad says he can beat you and has beaten you repeatedly on the ping pong tables of the locker room.
This is just not real. This kid he's never beat me in ping pong, and for him to go out and tell the world that's just false on his part. Look at him. And I'm willing to set the record straight. After practice, I would destroy him. But we played 4 times, and I beat him all 4 times by a lot of points.
Okay. I got a confession. I'm not top 3, but I am top 78 on the team. So that's the truth.
That wraps up this week's show. Tune in next time for the season finale of The Kevin Wilson Show.